All right, look. So I touched on a bunch of topics on my last video, but it mainly had to do with like how I'm witnessing the black community and the Hispanic community argue online about how black people should be stepping up to the plate more, helping out with this mass deportation stuff that Trump got going on, right? And I gave my opinions on there, and I just wanted to touch on it a little bit more because, like, I don't like seeing black people and Hispanic people arguing. But what are we arguing about? If somebody say, hey, we not in it, then we not in it. How y'all gonna force us to care about mass deportation? That don't make sense. A lot of that has to do, so like I went to a high school and it was majority white. And it was cool, like I ain't faced no racial stuff or nothing like that, you know what I mean? But like one of my favorite classes and one of my favorite subjects in general is history. The way history is taught in America is so wrong. It's so wrong that you got other cultures and immigrants coming to the country and they don't even know how much black people contributed them to having the opportunity to even be in this country. I'm a black man. I'm a black American man. That's what I am. Like every day. Like since the day I was born. You know what I'm saying? Shout outs to my mom. But it's just like people don't understand the civil rights era. They look at that as a black thing. And a lot of stuff that happens within like America, they always look at it as like a black thing. Yo, there's a lot of degeneracy within black culture that I disagree with. But at the end of the day, one of the main things that I hate with black culture is that we have a problem. And now I'm not going to go too deep into it, but we have a problem with showing admiration and respect to the people that came before us. Yeah, y'all know Jackie Robinson. Yeah, y'all know Joe Louis. Yeah, we know Fred Hampton. We know these people, Malcolm X, Martin Luther King. We know these people, but the way I was raised, and I was raised by a military father, the way I was raised, you gotta really like pay respect to like the shit that they did. You just like, you have to give massive admiration. And what's going on when I see Hispanic people and black people arguing and Hispanic people feeling like black people need to step up more, it's like they don't even know their American history. But at the end of the day, if the largest demographic is white and one of the smallest demographics is black, who's responsible for making people know their history? Because at the end of the day, whether you go to the Revolutionary War, you want to go to Civil War, you want to go to World War I, you want to go to World War II, you want to go to the Korean War. My grandfather fought in the Korean War. And RIP my grandfather. As a young boy, my grandfather told me, you know what was crazy about serving in the Korean War? And my grandfather received a Purple Heart. He said, even when I still came to America, I was still like just another nigga. It wasn't nothing special. It didn't matter I had a Purple Heart. I was still treated like a nigga. And now Hispanic people are getting their wake-up call. This is not a black person fight. Because y'all haven't always been receiving of the black community. Hispanic people have been receiving of black culture, but not black people. And of course, I'm not talking about all Hispanic people, but the majority. Damn, why my camera keep moving though? But the majority, like that, that's just what it is type shit. Like, and that's not like that's not, like I said, it don't really matter. If you don't want to deal with black people, you don't want to deal with black people. But you gotta realize and respect the impact that black culture has on your life. And a lot of times, whether it's the Asians, Middle Easterns, Hispanics, they don't even realize the impact that black culture had on their life. Like I said, it's a lot of things about black culture that really annoys me, but especially like when you get into online discourse, you even hear it from black women. Like I said it in damn near all my videos. I'm 40. You got black women kicking black men's back in. And at the end of the day, when it all comes down to, yo, we gotta like fight for these rights. Now, granted, people protest, and I respect that. But it comes a point in every society where blood has to be shed. When you're talking about American soil, black men have shed some of the most blood, and that's coming from the smallest demographic. You got dudes like Dr. Umar, he hard on white people. Yeah, but when it comes to blood shed for this country, no one has shed more blood than black people and white people. A lot of the bloodshed was forcibly done to black people, but we have shed. It's not like I was talking to my homie, and I said, it's not a war that ever happened in America that black people wasn't a part of. But you got these other cultures that come in here and they have no respect for history. And then even if they have respect for history, they're not going to be taught the correct history. So no, they're not going to have respect for black people. Yeah, they're going to feel like black people need to do more. And we already did enough. Y'all got to show respect to these black old heads. Y'all have to. I'm talking about like 60, 70. Like, those guys did a lot. And they put us in position. Some of the saddest content you could see is black women just kicking black men's back in. And at the end of the day, when all the protesting, when the government or when the majority, like the bigger demographic, has had enough of the protesting, who's going to be on the front line to shed the blood? It's black men. Every time you go online, you got black women kicking black dudes' backs in. But we got to front line all this stuff. That's why I encourage all black men to get in shape. I am not a fan of I'm not a fan of Dr. Mark Lamont Hill, and I'm not a fan of Dr. Umar. But at the end of the day, they got strong ideologies and strong messages, and I don't even think they could fucking throw rice at a Chinese wedding. It is what it is. As a black man, like my dad's generation, my dad like 70. I think he turned 70 this year. My dad's generation, they grew up not just slapboxing, boxing, working out. Like, yo, black men got to get back on that. But like, I can understand and recognize that, like, whether it's online or TV or through movies, like a corny ass dude like Tyler Perry, they try to like make black men docile. Yo, as a black man talking to other black men, and like I said, I'm not ripped up right now. Yo, we got to get back to our savage nature. Meaning, I'm not saying that we are savage by nature, but we got to on switch. Make sure that you still being kind and respectful through life, but make sure that your on switch, when you turn it on, it go up. I just hate to see all this arguing with the Hispanic and the black community, but y'all got to figure it the fuck out. It's not our, like, what more do you want? They, like, whether it's through, like, a lot of, first of all, you really need to do your homework on how much black people contributed to this country, because it's not just sports and entertainment. But black Americans, this is our culture. We should not care nothing about no African culture. I'm seeing a lot of videos of African, what the hell is that? I'm seeing a lot of videos with African content creators talking and reacting to what's going on with Hispanics and black Americans in America. Yo, mind your fucking business. Y'all not black Americans. Y'all wasn't checking for us. Y'all didn't come for us. No Africans fought for rights. I'm talking about like Africans my age. Because of course, if you black like me, all our ancestors come from Africa, let alone down south. Shout out to my family down south. I got a lot of family down south. But like, what's going on? Mind y'all fucking business too. Y'all never sent no ships over here to get us. I never seen no African entertainers that make money go put some money in the black community. I never even see, like, you got she was South African Tyler. Tyler be having an attitude with certain American artists. It was another artist, I can't remember her name, but Future and Drake wanted to sample her vocals. And she an African lady. I can't think of her name. She got a real dope song. But I Will Wait For You. That was the sample. When Future reached out for her, she ain't want to clear the sample. Say what you want about Future. When Drake reached out to her, she cleared the sample. Drake ain't no better than no damn Future. He just got -7 kids in comparison to Future. But this is not, like I said, black people been fighting for rights in this country for so long that nobody knows. And the history is taught ass backwards. Y'all gotta, y'all just, as black men, it's time to hold the line. No, we not helping y'all fight. No. Because every time black men frontline something, it gets hijacked. It gets hijacked. Civil rights got hijacked by the LGBTQ, I don't know the letters, but it got hijacked by them. Remember the term woke used to mean like a spiritual awakening? Woke then got hijacked by the LGBTQ and a bunch of Karens. Now woke has nothing to do with a spiritual awakening. It has to do with more of a political ideology or ideology of a bunch of transgender stuff. And like I said, shout out to them communities. Live how you want to live, love how you want to love, date how you want to date. But it's always off the back of black men frontlining stuff. And I'm not talking about me, but the brothers that came before me and the brothers that raised me. Like, y'all, sometimes y'all gotta do your homework. You know, motherfuckers don't even know where, listen, I'm 40. My shape up ain't that crisp, you know what I'm saying? I just got a haircut. If you look at my old videos, I go through a lot of hairstyles on some black shit, you know what I mean? But I just got a fresh haircut. But motherfuckers don't even know shape ups come from black people. Y'all motherfuckers don't know. Y'all would think with the way the current barbershops are set up that Dominicans created shape ups. They better go look at a picture of their abuela and they grandfathers and they great uncles and shit. Them niggas ain't had no shape ups. Nigga, when I look at my grandfather and my great grandfather, and they all had shape ups. They all had cuts. My dad about to turn 71. My dad had a blend. We gave y'all enough. We gave y'all shape ups. We gave y'all opportunity. What more can you want? There's nothing else we could do. My job as a black American male is to make sure that I'm in fighting shape. Your job, if you're a black American male, is to make sure you in fighting shape. Get your shit in order. I don't give a fuck how fat you are. Start the process. If you ain't gonna eat right, work out harder. Start the process. Black women, I challenge y'all not to kick black niggas' backs in. Just because some of these black niggas fucking up, that don't mean put it on everybody. That don't mean put it on black men. Because a lot of time when y'all get mad and y'all make videos and it's just all over social media, y'all kicking black men's back in. And at the end of the day, black women need to know we got to frontline it for y'all too. But when it comes to this mass deportation, y'all got to figure the fuck out. This is not a black man's fight to frontline at all. I will not. Y'all better do your research on how Asians was trying to pass bills because they feel like they was racially profiled in college, and the shit that they was trying to pass totally affected black students. At the end of the day, y'all gotta figure it out. I looked at my analytics. It still said 93% of the people that watch my video not subscribe. If y'all can, you don't gotta leave a like. I appreciate the like, but at least subscribe so I know that y'all fucking with the content and I can keep making more. Like, subscribe, turn your notifications on. I'm out.